This is probably the fastest speedrun you will ever see from me, unless I get a speedier one, which, that was a dumb sentence. Point is, this run is so fast, I have to slow it down multiple times in this video, just so you can see what's happening. That's because this is an entirely different category of speedrunning, called Filtered Seed Glitchless. Like in the first 2 seconds, I've already spotted a ruined portal. This is muscle memory that you don't develop normally. This is one of the biggest things with this category, because even though it's guaranteed for there to be a ruined portal, if you don't spot it within the first 20 or 30 seconds, you're not going to get a good run. I mean, kind of depending on what your time you're going for, but nobody wants to run around in a forest for a minute before they find the chest, which I have found, and I grabbed the axe immediately because we're just gonna go get the wood. This is the only time in the run we're gonna have the wood. It's gonna last us the entire thing, and if you noticed in the first chest, we have a single golden apple. Like, that is our entire food for the whole run. I'm gonna craft myself a boat because boats are just OP in the nether, and we've entered the nether in 35 seconds. I'm gonna sort my inventory with my offhand because I have nothing better to do, and check my coordinates. You'll actually see me whip a 180 as I'm loading into the portal. I do that because a bastion is guaranteed to be in the positive quadrant, and I want to be facing that direction as soon as I load. I got no time to waste. I'm also playing in a much higher FOV than I normally would, so I can try and spot a fortress, which I did. I don't know if you saw that, but it's pretty typical on seeds like this. I saw it in the very bottom right corner, and I know I'm going after I loot the bastion. But if you've watched my other speedrunning videos, you'll say, Rek, you need an iron pickaxe. Don't you always need an iron pickaxe to loot a bastion? Yes, that's why I'm breaking all the chests. You have to play extremely risky in this version. You're not guaranteed to have iron in the chest, but you gotta full send it, break all of them, angering the piglins just to get 3 pieces of iron. Unfortunately for me though, well, I guess fortunate depending how you look at it, even though I'm smacking this piglet off a cliff, he's not getting angry at me because there's zombified piglins above. Kind of a double-edged sword because the piglins didn't get angry at me while looting, but they're also not following me. So I make a split decision and decide to craft my iron pickaxe midway through the bastion route. Conveniently, I have the perfect amount of nuggets to make an iron pickaxe. That usually doesn't happen. So I'm gonna use it to mine the blocks on this wall, letting down some piglins, and break my crafting table so I pick it up and have a crafting table, but to let the piglins down behind me. Now I managed to snag the crafting table as I'm falling, and everything's going perfect. I can still hear everybody getting pissed off because there's some zombified piglins, but I'm managing to snag some gold blocks, and I might have made a misplay here using a piece of my obsidian to push blocks towards me, but I didn't notice I had any blackstone, so I think it's all right. The rest of this bastion route you guys have probably seen, so let's talk about something else. What have I been up to in life? I'm probably buying a house soon, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully a storytime video is going to come up on it. I haven't wanted to mention it in the video because I don't like mentioning things unless I actually do them, and I might not have gotten the house, but now it's looking like almost for sure I'm going to get that place, which is kind of crazy. No, it's just flat out is crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm becoming a full-on adult, guys. I've also been on the grind set trying to get all the diamonds for my next armor stand video. I've been trying to get 1.5k diamonds per day, and it's been working out pretty well. I've been doing it consistently for like over a week now. On top of that, I'm recording another video, which I'm not going to mention, no spoilers, but also learning how to play FSG, which has been unbelievably fun. So I've been playing more Minecraft than I've ever played in my entire life, which might sound funny considering I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, but honestly, if you're making a lot of videos, sometimes you just spend all of your time making videos and not playing. All of that practice is probably coming in handy though, because I'm digging outside the back of the bastion because I remember I saw the fortress this direction. We're going at the 2:30 minute mark. Unfortunately, this is where the biggest misplay of the run comes in. I throw my pearl expecting to hit that ledge I was aiming at, but it completely misses, and I'm like, okay, is it gonna land? And it lands in the middle of a lava pit, wasting like 20-30 seconds. It's not that big of a deal though, because honestly my philosophy has been try not to look at the timer and what time you're on, just kind of play out runs. I don't want to get too stressed out with times and whatnot. I mean, this is my first couple days playing the category too, so I'm not shooting for like anything crazy, just trying to get some solid runs in. You'll see me lower my render distance though. This is just like, it's a strategy called dynamic RD, basically dynamic render distance, changing it up and down so that you get more blazes to spawn around you. One of the reasons this category is so insane though, is because you always get a looting sword. So I've killed the blaze and it gives me like 2 blaze rods. You'll also see I threw a pearl in that direction. I'm just trying to judge what my coordinates are at because again, with this seed, if you're building your second nether portal around the 150 mark, you're going to be very close to the stronghold, and it's probably going to be ocean exposed, which makes it even faster. So I unload my pearl, because we've already gotten all of the blaze rods, and my pearl was a very good pearl, and I can build my portal right here. Honestly, I almost threw the entire run here. I accidentally placed an obsidian on the bottom, which left me none to spare when I finished the portal. If I had gotten one less obsidian, this run is dead. It wouldn't exist. So we're out of the nether, sub 4 minutes, which honestly, I think this is on pace to be like a top 10 time. I've gotten like 2 or 3 sub 4 nether exits. I was actually going to make a commentary video on those, but I kind of messed up my recording, so there's like no sound, and I didn't really figure that would be the best for a YouTube video. But this is the fastest I've entered the end. I enter in like 4 minutes and 10 seconds. You might be wondering, how are you going to enter it there? It's already almost 4 minutes. Well, I think this is one of the best played parts of the run, because I recognize this flush up against the wall stronghold, and I recognize that it's the portal room. So I'm in the portal room already, entering the end. This is crazy. This is the fastest I've entered the end in FSG. It's not actually even my fastest time, but it's my fastest end enter by like 10 seconds. Honestly, I can't remember if I was feeling nervous. Like I said, I'm trying not to look at the time a whole bunch, because like, especially like when I first started out, I didn't even know what was a good time. And then I remember I was talking with somebody who runs this category, and they're like, oh my gosh, those are good times. And then I got the exact same times I was getting that I wasn't nervous on. But now that somebody told me they were good, I started to get like nervous on them. So I'm trying not to look at the times, but I kind of realized that this is a good pace. It could be a 5xx finish, which would be super hype. But I did say earlier that this isn't the fastest run I've had, which like, why would I play it? Well, number one, those files kind of got corrupted. I actually, so the reason I started making this video is because in one of my other runs, we're going to cut to a different run perspective for a second. I just want to show this while we're waiting for the dragon to perch, but on one of my other runs, as I was leaving the bastion, I decided to pearl hang, but I hit the ceiling. So I have to do this crazy 180 block clutch on the side, grab my fire resistance, and save myself. I felt so cool after that. That play is why I'm making this video, but it's kind of funny, like I can't even use that footage. But back to the run at hand, I only have 4 explosives. Well, 5 technically, because I have a respawn anchor. And looking back at it, I actually could have crafted more respawn anchors, so I would have had more explosives. And that makes me a little bit sad, because so I was talking with a friend on this. Like he was watching my run and critiquing me. His name is Booster, kind of cool guy. He was like, "Oh, you could have crafted 2 more anchors. You would have had enough explosives to do a 0 cycle," which like a 0 cycle is just like a faster way of killing the dragon. So like, it's kind of sad I could have done that. I don't think honestly I could have or would be confident enough like doing it with that amount of anchors. I don't know. I could have sent it. Honestly, maybe I would have sent it. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Shoulda, woulda, coulda at the end of the day. I'm also going to speed up this section of the video because I just got an unlucky dragon perch, and that's just something that happens around something you got to get used to. Normally, I try to pick a run with like not a super long wait for the dragon to perch, but all of my other files were kind of corrupted, so this is the only one I got. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of this one cycle. Usually, if I have 4 explosives, I feel like I've had this thing recently where I haven't been doing very well with 4 explosives. But here, like, I should have honestly just killed it. I don't know why the last one didn't do that much damage. I mean, I guess I kind of scuffed it. What's even funnier is I break my axe, so I shoot it with a crossbow, realizing the crossbow does more damage, and I have to pull out my sword in the middle to kill it. So we're gonna be finishing not even sub 7, which sounds kind of weird. Not even sub 7, that's crazy. But like, this category is crazy. With my end enter time, this could have easily been a 5xx time. But regardless, I'm still very pleased with it, and this category is so fun to run because I can play so recklessly, and it's like, it's on brand, it's perfect. I mean, it's in the name, reckless. But with that, I hope you guys have a super epic day. I'm probably gonna hop off, maybe go mine some more diamonds. I have such a long way to go for my next video. It's gonna be really cool. I've started editing the beginning part and I'm super excited about it, but I'm rambling enough. You guys can go watch this video. It's my fastest ever time on a random seed. So FSG is technically still random, but it's like, you kind of know it's gonna be a good world. Okay, that's everything I wanted to say. Peace.